Can anyone explain to me the name of the title of this film, A Good Day to Die Hard? Do you know what that means? Do you know what it means? I don't know what it means. What's it mean?
It means to me.
I don't know what that means. Have you been to an amusement park? Have you been to a roller coaster? The idea of riding on a roller coaster is to come as close as you possibly can to think like you're going to fall off. The best roller coaster ride makes you think, oh my, I'm gonna fall over. I'm gonna have to go upside down and drop out of the car. These films are just for entertainment. I don't think anyone who comes to the movies thinks that anyone was really killed during the movies. There's a huge difference between what happens in the world and what happens in a piece of entertainment. We're just trying to give you the illusion that we jumped off that building, or that we got blown up, or that we got scratched or cut, or anyone got hurt. And I think that it's a really modern world, and people understand that what makes people crazy in the world is something completely different than films. We should. I mean, we're running out of family members. We don't really have anybody else we can...
We need some cousins.
Need some cousins. If we do have some cousins, although...
Cousins.
John has a cousin who says his last name is Willis, or McClane. But I think that these Die Hard films have always been about family values, going back to the very first one. And what we get from that is sometimes comedy and sometimes drama. That conflict of people not getting along is something that keeps the wheels of the film moving forward. It would be a sad, lonely little movie if it was just me running up and down the stairs. But it does have family values, and it does have a way of allowing people to identify with the characters and see that, oh man, my character makes so many mistakes, and especially as a father. Who said that about me? Was that my wife? Did she say that? Oh, well, yes, of course, yes. I am well, yes, I am a softie. I mean, good grief, you can't behave like this character behaves all the time. You just clunk over at a certain point, and you just see him like a fish on the ground. But I'm very, very fortunate to have such a lovely wife and a very lovely family who tolerates me and all my madness. Verstehst du mich? Yeah?
Yeah, certainly early on, obviously before I met Bruce and John and everyone else involved, you never know what to expect. And I mean, this goes back to the audition process when I was you know, auditioning for the role, and heading in there, it's always a little nerve-wracking when you've been asked to perform and not only trying to do a good job yourself, but you're working along someone whose work you're very familiar with and whose work you admire, and there's a whole lot of emotions that go into that experience. But any sort of intimidation or nervousness was dissipated quickly because of the way Bruce treated me in the room, and John as well, and they made it incredibly easy to just have fun with it and have fun with the scenes we were working on. And I don't know, perhaps there was a natural chemistry that we discovered in that room, and that's probably got a lot to do with why things worked out the way they did. So after that point, it was just about having fun for me. Yeah, he's intimidating on screen, but he's really not too...
He's just a kitty cat. What did my wife say? I'm just a pussycat?
Yeah, exactly. He's a big softie.
Na, es war großartig. Bruce ist McClane. Er hat diese Figur entwickelt, und es ist wie eine zweite Haut, und er lebt diese Figur. Und was für mich toll war, dass dass er aus der Szene auch rausspringen kann, improvisieren, irgendetwas improvisiert und wir beide halt irgendwie gucken müssen, wo wir bleiben und reagieren. Und das ist für mich, und es laufen immer 5 Kameras, es ist immer ein großes Setting und das war für mich sehr, sehr aufregend und challenging.
Yeah, there are a lot of references. In fact, there's a very subtle one where Bruce shoots the glass in the Hotel Ukrainia, which of course is a reference to Hans Gruber saying shoot the glass in the first movie. There's plenty of them. I could stay here all day, folks. But yes, they are tiny little nods and odes to the joy of the first movie.
I don't really feel like I compete with anyone. I don't feel like we compete with other films or I compete with other films. I just compete with myself. I try to do a better job this time than I did the last time and try to, especially in this Die Hard franchise, I think we all did. We all tried to come up with something that's a little bit better than what was in the last one, a little tougher, a little crazier, more, if this is an actual verb, to try to be more Die Hard and to try to make it bigger and, excuse me, and that's mostly, that's, John's job, to make it bigger, make it louder, make it crazier, and I just hope we get to do even more crazy things over the next couple films.